This week on KCBY, we get an inside look at the changes New Tech's construction brings to CHS.
We meet a sophomore keeping up with the seniors in varsity basketball.
And we learn about how a CHS diver and her coach earned a special recognition together.
Hi, and welcome to our 19th KCBY show for the 2025-2026 school year. I'm V. Moya.
And I'm Sarah Colassa.
KCBY starts now.
Following school board approval to consolidate New Tech into CHS earlier this school year, the initial phase of the construction began in January.
Pre-T takes a look into how the changes are affecting teachers and students alike.
With construction underway to combine New Tech within CHS, students work closely with Corrigan Architecture to help both schools adjust comfortably. New Tech senior Sabrina Verla has been an active member in assisting Corrigan.
They've been a wonderful help throughout this entire process. A few of them came to those first transitional meetings to really talk and give their perspective and give their ideas of mock-ups of what the school could look like.
As construction progresses, the school began relocating D-Hall teachers and classrooms to accommodate New Tech instructional spaces. Geometry teacher Mr. Smith is among these staff preparing to relocate next year.
I mean, it just is tedious. It's tedious. I have to pack up all my stuff and move. I have whiteboards all around my room, and they get up and they move and they stand and they write. So if I move to a room where I don't have whiteboards, then that would be a big change. It's just going to be, in the beginning it'll be uncomfortable, I think, where I'm in a new room, new space. But within the first month, you make the space your own.
CHS and New Tech continue to move forward, overcoming challenges and adapting to changes.
Into account how those teachers will feel, but I think it's a change on both sides. I think both of us are happy where we are currently, but this transition will overall, I think, be a good change for us. I know it might be hard to say goodbye to a classroom that you've been in for a while or an area that you love, but New Tech is doing the same, and it's something that we have to give up on both sides to better the district. Even though we might be two schools inside of the same building, we're still one district, and I think that happiness will really catch on.
For KCBY, I'm Preeti Yandra.
After not teaching cursive in Texas public schools for almost 10 years, the Texas Education Agency began requiring second grade students to learn cursive again in the 2019 to 2020 school year.
Michaela visits different grade levels to test their knowledge on the lost art of the style of writing.
For generations, cursive was a curriculum requirement in public elementary schools. Instruction largely stopped including cursive around 2010. However, Texas elementary schools officially reintroduced cursive writing at the start of 2019 to 2020 school year. But even now, 40% of Gen Z struggle to write cursive properly. American school teachers believe that cursive provides a significant cognitive benefit for the youth, but aren't grasping it as well as they intended. Don't take it from us, take it from them.
I have never learned cursive.
I started writing cursive last year.
I learned cursive when I was in second grade.
I started writing in cursive in second grade.
I was in,
This year.
I've never learned cursive, so.
I think this word is grant.
Wait, is that C or an E? I can't tell. Is it a C or an E? That's not an E. I think it looks like a C.
Oh, I know.
A and B.
Lamp.
I think the second word is leave.
I think the second word is asked to.
The next word is first, I think.
Oh, ears.
I think the first word is idea.
Leslie Howig, a dyslexia therapist at Cottonwood Creek Elementary, shares the crucial role that cursive has had on children's brain developments.
Writing in cursive is really a game changer for a lot of these students because everything starts at the baseline, so they have that starting point for every single letter. There are no reversals. Whereas in print, we a lot of the times flip our B's and D's, and that is developmental. But in cursive writing, you don't have those.
For KCBY, I'm Michaela Arnold.
Juniors and seniors, be sure to sign up for the Adulting Day professional panel and networking event. On February 28th, you could have the opportunity to hear from professionals in the business, tech, medical industries, and more. This event is a way for students to network and learn steps towards success.
Check your email for the registration link and fill out the Google form. Now to the sidekick for the latest from Coppell Student Media.
Thanks, Sarah. This week on Coppell Student Media, read Zara Sheikh's update on the bomb threat that closed Coppell High School on Wednesday. Learn more about Coppell alumni and Indiana sophomore kicker Nico Radishik in Rima Awan's story, and explore the history of Northlake in Ayan Huck's story. The Sidekicks issue 4 is now on the racks, so please make sure to pick up your copy. Now, back to the studio.
Thanks, Yug. Now to Anushri with the buzz.
Tragedy hit Hollywood once again after Robert Duvall, the acclaimed actor who played Tom Hagen in The Godfather, died of natural causes at the age of 95. The actor was found on February 15th by wife Luciana Pedraza in his family home in Virginia. In a release statement, she says, quote, "Yesterday, we said goodbye to my beloved husband, cherished friend, and one of the greatest actors of our time. Bob passed away peacefully at home, surrounded by love and comfort. To the world, he was an Academy Award-winning actor, a director, a storyteller. To me, he was simply everything," end quote. The highly anticipated movie adaptation of Wuthering Heights hit theaters on February 13th, and fans of the book are not pleased. Based on the 1847 novel written by Emily Bronte, the movie stars actors Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie as it follows the bond between Heathcliff, a man of social and financial lower class, and Catherine Earnshaw, a woman of high upper class. However, the movie faces many discrepancies from the book, most notably changing the race of main character Heathcliff to cast Jacob Elordi. Critics state that the changes are an injustice to writer Emily Bronte and the original book, stating, quote, "Emily Bronte died of tuberculosis 177 years ago, yet this adaptation is still the worst thing that has ever happened to her," end quote. And now, back to the studio.
Thanks, Anushri. Now to sports for all things Coppell Athletics.
Hi, I'm Yalini Muthakumar, and this is CSPN. Playing on a varsity team is no easy feat, especially when you're surrounded by more experienced players. But that's the reality for Crawford O'Connor, a sophomore in the varsity basketball starting lineup. Aranesh gives us insight on how Crawford has learned from seniors and grown on the team.
On a senior-heavy team, Crawford O'Connor is on the starting lineup as a sophomore. Crawford shares how being on varsity has challenged him as an athlete.
I've been focused on slower pace, like being one of the stronger guys out there. But this year, as like one of the shorter, weaker guys, it makes me push harder and have to do more outside of basketball, like lifting weights. By the end of the season, I wanted to have made a deep playoff run and contributed to that playoff run.
Coach Murphy saw Crawford's potential and has pushed him to be the best player he can be.
Yeah, I mean, with Crawford, you would think that, he's a senior, not a sophomore when he's on the court. I mean, some of the decision-making, the poise that he plays with. The thing that kind of got him in the starting lineup was that he does a lot of the little things right. And so he's a guy that we don't really have to worry about getting wild. Does a lot of things offensively that moves the ball and keeps things going for us. And so the same guy on game nights as he's in practice.
Senior Isaiah Fleming tells us how Crawford has managed to fit in as a starter on varsity.
I feel like his work ethic, it's shown in just the growth and his maturity alone. It's just like, it's impressive, especially at such a young age. But I feel like all he's done for us, on the run that we've been on, he's been successful with what we've done. So he's definitely a big part of the success and all he brings to the game.
He becomes a guy that you almost don't have to coach out there. And so that maturity level, I think, has helped him grow a lot, and it's one of the reasons why we're so excited for him over the next 2 years. It's something that all these reps and all these game experiences he's getting right now is going to set him up to be one of the leaders of our team next year.
For KCBY, I'm Aranesh Iswaran.
For the first time in 4 years, the Coppell Cowboys are making their long-awaited return to the playoffs. Mahir shares their return to the main stage.
This year is absolutely monumental for the Coppell Cowboys basketball team. This is because for the first time in 4 years, the Cowboys have officially made the playoffs for 6A D1 in the state of Texas. Coach Ryan Murphy has seen the Cowboys' progress over the years and gives us insight to his point of view.
4 years, Coach. 4 years since the Cowboys have made the playoffs. How does that feel, especially after tonight's game?
It's really exciting. The program's trending in the right direction, and all the credit deserves those guys in the locker room right there. They have, the hardest thing to do is to turn a program around, and these guys have done that. They've come to work every day, and they've set the standards of what it means to be a playoff team and to be successful here. And couldn't be more proud of the work that they put in and how they've come together to build something that hopefully isn't finished yet.
For KCBY, I'm Mihir Gupta.
This weekend, CHS diver Emery Darrow will be competing in the 6A State Swim and Dive Championship. Raina takes us on her journey thus far, including winning District Diver of the Year.
Coppell's swim team captain Emery Darrow is the 2025-26 District Diver of the Year, and at the regional meet, she broke the Coppell High School record for the 1-meter-11 dive event. In addition to Emery's honor, her coach, Jonathan Drury, won District Dive Coach of the Year.
I've worked really hard throughout this year, and last year I placed third at regionals, so to go from third to first was really, really special. I'm most proud of making it to state the last 2 years and then winning regionals, because it just shows that all the hard work that I've put in this season and last season and for the last 4 years have really paid off.
Originally just a swim coach, Coach John, as his students call him, had to learn how to prepare a dive team for meets. His dedication to his divers earned him District Dive Coach of the Year for 2 years straight.
Well, to win District Dive Coach of the Year is a huge honor. I won it this year and I won it last year. I will say it's been really tough for me because I was never a diver myself. We don't have a dive coach, so that duty falls to me to learn the sport of diving and figure out how to coach our divers, especially the ones that are just trying out for the very first time. It's definitely been a process for me over the last 4 years to figure out how diving works, but I feel pretty confident about my ability to coach.
Coach John and Emery implemented different strategies to help her and the team succeed.
To make sure I'm focused, I kind of relax between my dives, and I like to talk to my friends instead of sitting there by myself because it helps me relax.
We have a lot of different swimmers and divers who have a lot of different needs, so we really try to be as specific as possible, thinking about which events they're going to be swimming at districts and regionals and how far they're going to make it.
For KCBY, I'm Raina Abadi.
That's all for CSPN. Now back to the studio. And now we honor our Teacher of the Week.
This week, we honor Mr. Ian Vandersheet with a special recognition. Mr. Vandersheet brings joy and laughter into his math classes, creating a fun atmosphere for his students. He is a big supporter of our program and a great asset to CHS. We thank you for all that you do.
That's all for KCBY this week. But before we go, we have a special feature to celebrate our teachers during CTE month. We hope you enjoy.
February is CTE month, a time to celebrate CTE classes and the contributions they make to CHS. We took to the halls with nothing but cakes and Tiff's treats to show our appreciation to our teachers. Celebrating CTE teachers, and we're wondering if you wanted a Tiff's treat chocolate chip cookie or if you wanted nothing but cake, or both.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome. Okay, for celebrating our CTE teachers, CTE month, yeah.
Just for us?
Just for y'all. We're celebrating y'all.
Thank you.
Of course.
I will definitely take a bundt cake.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
But I'll take this one right
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you so much.
Of course,
that.
yeah.
That's so sweet.
Awesome. We asked 3 different CTE teachers 3 different questions.
I love the students and the interactions with the relationships I get to build and the fact that they can have jobs and learn new skills and be successful adults upon graduation.
It gives students an option to find out if they have an interest in a particular field of study before they get to college.
Because it's career oriented, so it should be celebrated every month.
I love our CTE teachers.
Oh, thank you guys.
For KCBY, I'm Maya On.
What the dog doing?